10 days in another country. I was getting food, and I was like telling the Uber driver on the way back, I was like, arigato gozaimasu. Oh my God, I speak Japanese now. And then they were at the restaurant, they were like saying something. I was like, hi, arigato. Oopsie. No, but I'm actually, I think I'm a little bit better at Japanese. I learned a couple things. Like I learned the difference between arigato gozaimasu and arigato gozaimashita. One of them is like past tense, and one of them is like thank you in the current moment. Ashita is in like for something you've done, and then never mind. Okay. Yeah, suitcase is still on the floor, and what about it? I'm jet lagged. Okay. I went to sleep at 3 a.m. last night, woke up at 6:30, wide awake. Could not fall back asleep, but could not get out of bed for 6 hours. So I got out of bed at like 12 p.m. Japan haul. I'll be for real. I didn't shop that much. Weirdly enough, I was okay. One thing I would say I would have a complaint about Japan. I know it's crazy, but I don't usually complain about Japan. One thing I've noticed this time is they regulate their temperatures their heaters are too aggressive. So it was actually really cold, right? So I was either really hot or really cold. I'd imagine what feels like hot flashes, but I'm not there yet in my life. Menopause is far, I think. So I was having what felt like hot flashes, but then I realized everybody was going through that too. Everyone was like, oh my God, isn't it really hot in here? Or it's like, oh, it's freezing. Okay, so my temperature was never at a comfortable spot. I was either give me those hand warmers and putting Myung found these little feet warmers that you put in your feet. Okay, so I had my feet warm and my hands warm, but then other parts of my body were kind of cold. But then we had the feet. But then there was, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, so anyway, what happened? We went to a lot of places, and I want to say too many places. Okay, don't do what we did. Don't do it. Don't go to Japan for 10 days and go to 4 different places in Japan, because 2 of those days are full-on travel days, okay? So there goes 2 of the days. So now you have 8 days, okay? And 8 days, 4 places, that gives you an average of 1.5 days for some of them. And if we want to spend longer, so as soon as we got somewhere, we're leaving. That's how it felt. It's woo, Tokyo. Oh wait, trains tomorrow. Woo, Kyoto. Flights tomorrow. I was like, bro, can I just relax? Can I stop packing? I hate packing. I packed that bag 5 times too many. I'm sick of it. Okay, that's why I couldn't buy things. I saw you guys at Nara, and then Niseko, I thought you saw us there coincidentally, and I was like, I think you're stalking us. I was like, I understand seeing us at one place, but if you're seeing us at 3 places, you're just following us. Please stop. I see. You saw that we went to those places. So it was a lot of traveling, okay? And so in the future, what I would do, if I could modify the trip, I would go for maybe a day longer and cut it to 2 spots. But the problem is, skiing is so fun. It's a problem. It feels like now we gotta go ski. But I'll say that I don't think it's necessary. Maybe we can get the skiing kick out in Los Angeles, because it's not like you can only ski in Japan. It's just a great place to ski. But it was Chinese New Year's, okay? It was very busy. So I was actually quite fearful on the slopes. I was only shredding, okay, for what felt like 30 seconds, pure shredding. As in, I was like, oh, I get this. Give me the steepest hill you can find. I was like, the remaining 8-9 hours were just pure fear. I was just terrified constantly. I was scared. I put it, no, that's a lie. I was fearful constantly, but I would have moments of decent skiing, right? But there was always this voice in the back of my head that was like, don't fall. You're going to hit someone. Because there's people everywhere. At one point, I hear the intercom go off. I'd be like, brah, brah, brah. Okay, no. Let me tell you. The very first day of skiing, I had the liner of my goggles. I forgot to peel it off, okay? So I was putting my goggles on, and I was like, I cannot see. How are you guys seeing? And I just didn't get it. And so I was like, I literally feel so blind putting these goggles on. And people are like, you have to put them on or else you get snow blindness. And I was like, this is making me blind. There's no way that this is right. But I didn't question the lining for some reason. So I just skied with them on my head. Okay, so that was the first day. I was just getting a little snow blindness. The second day, I decide to like question it a little more. And I put it on. I'm at the top. And I'm just like, there is no way that this is how they are selling their goggles. So I look inside and I'm like, oh dear Lord. And I pulled it. And I was like, oh my, I can actually see. People are like, nah. Harrison's like, nah. Right behind. I was like, it works. Okay, so then the other problem with these goggles is that the strap is so thick that it covers my ears, right? Like they're muffling my ears, okay? And there's a helmet. There's a lot of layers of protection. So the goggles, the things on the side of my head, pushing my helmet into it. So I can't really hear that well, okay? So I'm skiing at one point, just getting my groove. And I hear these guys, 2 guys on my right, loud. Like they're right there. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm getting hit by some snowboarders. Okay, I knew they were snowboarders. So I flung myself into the side of the mountain. Like I literally just threw myself sideways. There's a hill. And then I look to my right and there's no one there. And I was like, what? But I hear them. And I take off my thing. It's the intercom. The intercom was going off, but my hearing was so muffled that I thought there was people in my ears. And like Harrison once again is like, why did you just do that? He's like, you okay? I was like, never mind. I went to explain, never mind. I thought that, never mind. So that's how it started. Then I got into my groove, okay? I started understanding. At first I was pizzaing a lot, but then I started like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay, I was getting it, okay? And then here I have brought an excerpt of my skiing adventures. Well, you can see it. I also posted it on Twitter in case you want to see.
We the best music.
That's me.
Another one. Yeah. Bitches calling my phone like I'm out.
So sad. It's so sad. But until then, oh my God, I was carving. Did you see that? Did you see that? Like you saw that. Like look at my form. I thought it was pretty good. Okay, well, I don't know how to pull the clip up again. I was carving. It was smooth. You could see it. It was good. Girl, the Olympics are calling. Ooh. So that was that. Blau ski school. Actual Blau W, guys. He taught us how to ski. He taught us all how to ski. People were riding, first timers going down blues, not knowingly going down blues, but going down blues. And he got people to go down blacks. Not me, but I think he took Foolish, Broden, Tina. Who else went down the black? People went down the black, okay? And that's like, so you guys don't know skiing. It's like, there's green slopes and then there's the blues and then there's the blacks and then there's the double blacks. And those are like, I don't know how steep it is. If I had to guess, it's like this is like a green. This is like a blue. This is like a black. And like, that's like a double black. What happened in Japan? Okay. Oh, yes. So our first Tokyo leg was very fast, like super duper fast. Like we were there for a day and a half. We didn't do too much except we stayed at Ikebukuro, and we got like Family Mart. They have these amazing convenience stores. Amazing. Okay, you go there and you get all the little chicken and you get I got the little pizza bun, all that stuff. It's really fun. We got to go hang out with Broden's uncle. Okay, and Broden's uncle, fun fact, is I think I told you guys, right? I told you on my last stream, right? He's my neighbor's best friend. So it was really trippy. So we went to Golden Guy. I don't know why, like I said that. I was like, oh, leaked. I can say it all now. So we went to Golden Guy. And it's like a bunch of these bars that fit maybe like 6 to 7 people on average. Some of them hold like 3 to 4. Some of them hold like, I don't know, 15. Some of them are multi-floored. Some of them, they all have different themes. Some of them, the entrance to get into them is like a ladder. It's like stairs that are like, it's a ladder, okay? Or some like, they just squished all together. Some of them have themes like horror movies. Some of them are like, they have all kinds of different themes. Anyways, so we went there. Broden's uncle has been living in Japan for like 30 something years. So he is like a white dude who speaks perfect Japanese, and it was awesome. Okay. And so he was teaching us all these things. He was giving us all the hacks. He was the one to mediate all the conversation. We sat down in this little izakaya, and he was like talking to the woman who worked there, and then she would like say something, and we'd like, we'd like laugh, and then we'd be like, what did she say? And then he'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then I'd be like, how do you say this? How do you say that? How do you say that? And we're like learning. And I was like, oh, I'm getting tired. And he's like, you're getting tired? And I was like, yeah, it's like 9:30 or something. And we were also trying to predict when like the second wave of people were coming, because a bunch of people were separate from us. So we were like making bets on when people were showing up. And I was like, and we had started at Golden Guy at like 8 p.m. So by 9:30, I was like, dude, I'm getting tired. And he's like, okay, well, your friends aren't coming for a while, so we're going to all go to the 7-Eleven and we're going to buy this and we're going to be Genki. And I was like, what is Genki? And he's like, it means like healthy. And it's like energy, healthy or whatever. So I was like, Genki. And then so we went to the 7-Eleven. We found these drinks, and he's like, don't ask what's in it, just drink it. And I was like, huh? And he's like, it's got caffeine. It's got like, it's make sure you're not feeling bad tomorrow, blah, blah. I was like, okay. And it tasted okay. But I was like, caffeine at 9:30. I don't know. And then we're like, Genki. Then we met up with everybody. Connor came as well, Sea Dog. So that was cool. And then we kind of just were like, we took up a little bar area. We were eating snacks. And then every time I get tired, I'd like do this. And then Broden's uncle would be like, Leslie. And I was like, he's like, Genki? And I was like, Genki! I was like, oh my God, I can't, like, this guy is like, he is, I was getting, how do I say this? Like, he's old, not old, but like he's old and I'm young and I'm getting like out partied by him. And I felt so like, there's no way this guy is like, you know what I mean? Anyways, so that was that. It was really fun though. I rallied to like, I don't know, 11:45 or something. Okay. She means Genki, not Genki. Genki. I'm not sure exactly what it means. Like, I think he said like healthy. Okay. So then the next day we went to Kyoto. We took a Shinkansen, which is a bullet train. Boom, 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 boom. 2.5 hours. Doop, 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 doop. I get off. Blau's behind me, and the train is getting off, so I'm like running off. Shoto's running off. I get off, and I'm like, and it's like doors closing in 3 or doors closing. Like, please stand by. And I'm like, bro, our entire group is there. There's like 9 people. I'm getting flashbacks to Amsterdam. I'm like, dude, guys, where are you? And I'm just waiting, and all of a sudden they just like all rush out. And apparently like Blau had dropped an egg sandwich or something, and like picked it up with his hands or something, and like I wasn't there, but like stuffed it in his pocket. It was a whole scene, okay? But everyone made it out just in time. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, I was like, holy crap, what would happen because we had like, I don't know, 12 people. So we can't be, yeah. And he had an egg sandwich. It got squishy. Okay. So anyways, we make it out, okay? We go to this amazing hotel, okay? This was the splurge of the trip. Actually, only half of us stayed here because there was rumors that this place is haunted, and also it was very expensive. So half of us stayed at the Four Seasons, Kyoto, and I had heard a bunch of haunted horror stories about this place from friends who were like, oh, like, you know, we both saw the same ghost or this or that. So some people were like, nah, I do not F with that. I'm going to stay at like the Hyatt next door. So we were kind of split for this leg, but it was a short leg. Oh, it was incredible. I got you guys something. Here you go. I brought them back for all of us. So these were complimentary snacks. Wait a second. Complimentary snacks, okay? And they're like these little balls, okay? Well, these ones weren't complimentary. So they're called, I don't know exactly what, yeah, for you guys. I brought them back. Here you go. Enjoy. They're called Yakifu. And they're on the table for us, and it says complimentary. And Myung eats one, and she goes, Leslie. And I was like, what? And I eat it, and I'm like, Myung. And then we call the desk. And we're like, so the complimentary snacks are gone. Can we get a couple more? And they're like, oh, yeah, right away. And they come up they bring more flavors, okay? They had strawberry, they had Earl Grey, they had matcha, okay? And then we ate them again, and then we asked, can we buy these? Like, where do we get them? And they're like, oh, like they're only at our hotel, but you can buy them. And so we put in an order, and me and Myung bought like a bunch of boxes. I ate the entire strawberry one by myself in Niseko. I always think I'm coming back with presents for people. No, it's for myself. I eat them all. The Switzerland chocolate, all gone. Amazing. Anyways, what does it taste like? Oh my God, guys. They're like soft on the outside. I really wish you could all try one. Okay, these ones are the Earl Grey ones. Look at them. And there's a little crunch on the inside, okay? The hotel is called Four Seasons, a very famous, very fancy hotel. Okay, let me show you guys the matcha one. Oh, the lining is fancy, guys. Oh my God, look at the matcha ones. Ooh, now those are good. And those I brought back. So each of you take one. I think it could feed us all if we all take one. Delicious. How was it? Is that green poop? Okay. Takes 12. Hey, mods! So, yes, it was delicious. I know. You're welcome. So then, Four Seasons Orlando. Is that from that one TikTok of that kid who wanted to go to the Four Seasons? No, we were not in Orlando. We went to Kyoto. Okay. So we went to Kyoto. Then we decided to go to the Arashiyama forest. Okay, I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Arashiyama forest, which is, I had gone there before. Okay, and I'm like, hey guys, if we want to go to this forest, it's gorgeous. But one thing is that it's 4:45 and the sun sets at 5:20. So we ain't gonna make it when it's bright out. And then Broden's like, oh, well, like, can we go out in flashlights? And I was like, yeah, but it's like a very different vibe during the day and during the night. I have been there during the day, and I'm like, and I know, like, you need sunlight for that whole vibe to work. Okay? And so we get there, and the sun is down. Okay? It's gone. There's nowhere to be seen. Okay? Let me show you for reference what... Oh, me and Foolish. This is slander, by the way, okay? Me and Foolish were eating sushi, and we both drew dogs, okay? I was like, draw your best dog. He draws this one. I draw this one. What in tarnation? Why did you guys say his is better than mine? In what world is his dog better? I clearly have more artistic talent, just objectively. Like, I don't mean, but, like, mine could probably be in a Studio Ghibli movie. Whereas his is, nah, what is that? It just says bark, and I think that got you guys. You thought, like, dog. Dog, it's cuter? No, this is not cuter. Is the question which dog is cuter? It says which dog drawing is better. Mine is better. Yours isn't a dog. So if the question was just like which drawing is better, I would have won. Dang it. I could see that. Yours is a little rabbit. But you can tell I have talent when you look at it. Like, you can tell I'm an artist, at least a little. Whereas, like, he's giving, 5-year-old. Whereas, like, I have some artistic ability. Thanks, guys. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so we had some sushi. And then this place we had the next day. Delicious. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys. Me and Janet. We got mixed up a bunch in Japan. Like 2 or 3 times, someone like just mixes the, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Where is it? Aha, wait, what? Okay, so this is the forest during the day. I took this photo, by the way. Beautiful, huh? Okay, but I took this when I was with my parents in Japan, okay? When we went, this is what it looked like. Is that not insane? The difference is insane. It was so spooky. And Everyone was turning off their lights and like disappearing on purpose. If you're on it was scary at night. It was scary. It did look like a horror game. So that was that place. It was, and then we stumbled upon, the best thing about Japan is that when you're hungry, you just waddle into the first restaurant. And the first restaurant you go to is probably amazing. And it was. We went to this like Wagyu place that just like it's like a place that I wrote down so I could go back there. But it just happened to be like this incredible spot. Oh, so good. Okay. So then we come back to the hotel. And some people are tired. But Shoto says, do you guys want to play coup? And I was like, coup? I love coup. And most people are like, what's coup? I'm like, oh, this is a game. Okay, if you guys don't know what coup is, basically, it's sort of like Among Us. It's a secret role game. Everyone gets to, okay, there's 5 roles. The sheriff, the duke, the assassin, Contessa, and the ambassador. Okay, and then there's a pool of money in the middle, okay? Everyone starts off with 2 coins, okay? And then you just go around, and you can take money from the middle, okay? Fun thing about the game is that like everyone starts with 2 rolls, okay? There's 3 of each card, and so there's some cards in the middle. And so say, for example, I get like the duke and the sheriff, okay? The abilities of these cards are as so, okay? No, sorry, there's no sheriff. The sheriff is the captain. There's no sheriff, sorry. Captain. Okay. So the sheriff says, so the Duke, they all have special powers, okay? The Duke can take 3 coins on his turn, okay? Captain can steal from other people, too. It can also block stealing from other people, okay? The ambassador can take cards from the middle, like the unused cards, and put his cards back, like kind of trade in his cards, like so you get information on the middle pile, and you can like swap out your card, okay? The assassin, the big mechanic of this game, if you collect 7 coins, you can coup somebody. You kill them, they're dead, okay? Dead. Cannot be blocked in any way, okay? But the fun thing is there's a role called the assassin, and the assassin, it only costs 3 coins to assassinate somebody. There's a funny rule too. The way to block assassin is the Contessa, okay? The Contessa is a card that just blocks the assassin, okay? Now, the fun part about this game is that you can lie about what you have. Nobody knows, okay? So if I start the game and I have like 2 assassins, right? I can be like, on my turn, I can be like, as the Duke, I take 3 coins from the middle. Right? And people would be like, okay, well, you're not the Duke. And then it's like, you want to officially call me on that? It's kind of like BS. And if they call you and they're wrong, they lose a life and they have to flip one of their cards. And then like, boom, so you get information. Or they let it slide and you're getting 3 coins regardless. So you can just fake your roll and do whatever, okay? So most people were learning it, okay? And then Broden does this. Broden starts playing this shit, okay? And somehow, okay, a normal game of coup is like, I want to say 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Immediately, okay? People start role-playing. They're like, as the captain, I'll take 2 from Harrison. And he's like, you wouldn't. You want to rethink that? And everyone starts going full role play. I've never seen this in my life, okay? I was shook. Okay, people are role playing, waiting for cinematic beats. They're just holding their breath, okay? And I'm part of this. I'm witnessing and playing in like the most cinematic game of coup I have ever played in. And it goes like for 45 minutes, okay? And there were so many moments where like the music was like a legit paid actor. And I was like, what is going on? Okay. And then when it was done, I was like, that was a movie. That was an actual movie. Okay. I decided to sit out this next game because we had 8 people and 6 people wanted to play, blah, blah. So I was like, Tina, you got to sit in. Okay. So Tina's like, no. I'll just drink my wine. And I was like, no. You got to play. Okay. And thank God Tina played. Okay. This bitch went full, like I've never seen, like, our only regret was that this was not filmed. We finished the second game, an hour long, by the way, an hour long. Okay, they're doing full on phone call role play. Hello, darling. She's doing romantic role play. I've always loved you. Like it was crazy. I was watching and I was like, okay, Foolish makes the greatest comeback of his life. He starts as his entire game. His only move is taking one income, and which is basically like it's a safe move. Nobody can block it. Okay, nobody can block it. He takes one income, and Tina's calling Duke, and at one point, Foolish just he's like, I'll take my one income. Well, I'll take my one income. It keeps going around. He's slowly gathering up money. I'm like, what are you? What are you? And at one point, what is that word called? It's okay. At one point, Tina goes, Squire, give me my 3 coins. She's like, I shouldn't be bothered to even grab from the pile. Squire. Foolish is like, right, yes. He takes the 3 coins and he passes it to Tina. She's like, she's spitting her wine. She's drinking. She is on her. She basically becomes like a superpower in the game, while Foolish is just like slowly like gathering up his wealth. And I look under the glass table, okay, because I'm so curious and I don't, so basically, because I'm not playing, I can look at the rolls. So I put my head under the table and it's clear, right? So I can see everyone's cards, and I see that he has the assassin, but he has 6 coins. And I'm like, what? And every turn he's about to die, someone is threatening his life. He has like 1 card left, 1 life, and he has 6 coins. It comes back to him, he'll just grab a coin. And I'm like, you gotta make a play, dude. You have to make a play. And at one point, Shoto has double Contessa. He gets assassinated twice. He flips 2 Contessas, like 1, and then it goes again. Boom! And we're like, bro has 2 Contessas. That's like never seen. That's insane. So he's alive. People are like dying so slowly. Broden goes out, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, at the end, it's like 2 superpowers, Foolish, and somehow he wins the game. Oh. One kill that Tina did for Shoto. She's on the phone with him and they're having like a very diplomatic conversation. And at the end of it, she says like, goodbye. Shoots him through the phone. He dies through the phone. A bullet comes out of it. What? Insane. I was so fully immersed. It was crazy. Okay. Tina is swindling left and right. She's pulling people on her side, betraying, okay? And then at the end, Foolish, he flips an assassin. Nobody knows it's coming. Boom! He wins the whole game. From lowly Squire, just accumulating his coins. It got so bad that people are like, I'm gonna pull a Foolish. They called pulling 1 coin the lowliest move you can make, the saddest move you can make on your turn. They started to coin it on pulling a Foolish. 1 coin at a time, and he wins the whole game. It was so cinematic. Anyways, yeah, so it was crazy. Like, I didn't know. I was like, how did 2 games of coup take 2 hours? But, like, I feel like I watched a damn movie. I had never been so entertained in my life. and Tina's like, damn, like that would have been a 1 million viewed, easy 1 mil viewed video. That would have been an incredible YouTube video. And I was like, actually true. Like that was insane. What was that? What's awesome. I don't know if it's like recreatable. Like we actually didn't play coup for the rest of the trip because we're like, we can't touch that. You know what I mean? Like the game was perfection. Both games were role play perfection. So we didn't want to F up the game. We leave it at that, you know? So that's where coup ended. So that was what we did for one of the nights. It was awesome. I was blown away. Okay. The next day we went to Nara Park. Okay. Nara Park is insane. Okay. They have a bunch of wild deer. Okay. It is unbelievable. You think you're going to go there. And I was Googling and sometime I saw an article that was like, there on rare occasion you're not going to see any deer, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna go to the park and we're not going to see any deer. Oh, how very wrong. Okay, you go to this place, guys. First you see like 1 deer and you're like, oh my god, a deer. Wait, another deer, another deer, 3, 4, and then you turn your head to the left and there's just like hundreds and they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. Some of them are standing, walking around, and you're like, oh, wow. So you get out, okay, boom, 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 get out the car. And I was like, I want to feed the deer. And don't feed the deer, guys, okay? Don't feed the deer, okay? Because when you feed the deer, they get rabid, okay? They hear the, okay? And you have 5 deer on you all of a sudden. 5 of them. And some of them have horns, okay? Some of them have horns and they're rude. They're so rude. You give 1 to 1 and then there's like, the 3 of them are going, one of them is ramming you on the butt. Literally like, okay? One of them grabs your sweater, okay, pulls on it, like, you're like, oh! You start passing, you take my crackers, take the crackers! Someone take the crackers! Okay, they're crazy, okay? But the deer are actually really chill when you don't feed them. Like, they just, yeah. So we just started then to watch people feed the deer. It was awesome. There's like a lady selling crackers, and we're like, oh my God, look, he's getting attacked. Oh, she's getting attacked. So the tactic there is actually, it's quite beautiful. They're wild deer. I think there's a guy who like, woo, he calls out the deer in the morning. I read this and I think it's true. In like a sunrise, woo, and then the deer come out and then they hang out for the day and then they go back and they retreat. But there are a billion of them. Okay. I showed you guys a little bit on my, oh, nope, that's the wrong clip. Okay, but let me show you, okay? Just having fun on the stage in my heels. That's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I forgot what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Where are they? I had some photos I wanted to share, but where are they? Well, I'll pick a random video. This is a deer. Do you guys see it? Like that. This guy. Okay. Not my best footage. Oh, there's another one. See? They have horns. Okay.
I don't have any crackers. Dude,
Surprised they don't like go around
the
stand more.
yeah,
They
right?
do
They have,
bow.
like, right there.
They do bow like this. Okay, and then but I was kind of lied to. Like I thought that they like full on bow to you. No, they just come up to you and they kind of like they like rapidly bow. So you give them crackers because they learned that if you bow, then you get the crackers. Anyways, so we did that. We went to then after that we went to get yakisoba, which was awesome. Wait, let me show you guys the photo. Not of yakisoba. Of me and the squad. 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 This one liked me. Inches away. No. This one loved me. Trust. We became besties by the end. Okay. Okay, me and said bestie. Myung's like, why is it inching as far away from you as possible? No. It was actually sweet. Okay, we became good friends. Here's a fun little pic. You know, we're just the deer's in between us, kind of like, you know, deer in headlights. Okay, it's kind of fun. Okay, so that was that. We did that. I came back to the hotel and I got the best back massage of my life. Like this lady, I don't even know. She massaged my back. It felt like she knew. I don't know. It was the best. I learned a new term. I was massage drunk. Okay. It's that feeling that like when you're falling asleep and snoring, but then you're awake. It's like you're going in and out, but you're feeling it, but then you fall asleep and you're and then I was massage drunk. I was snoring a lot, but like I would wake up and it was awesome. Okay, best thing ever. Okay, so then we go to the land of Niseko. Okay, another one of those dang travel days I hate. Okay, this one was horrible. We had to ride. We taxied to the airport. crammed, stressful flight. Okay, with Peach Airlines flew. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, all these news about freaking horrible flight crashes too was really getting to us, and like we were freaking out, and like I don't know, I'm already scared of flying a bit, and then like it was just not helping, and we were on constant flights, and I was like, oh dude. Okay, so then we were flying, boom, we land, and then we have to take a bus. We take this bus that goes 3 hours, and I kept having, like, I'd close my eyes and I kept thinking we were gonna drive off of the side, like, you know when the path is like winding like this, it wasn't super windy, but like I kept thinking that, like, because it's snowing, like, lots of snow outside, I kept thinking that like a brake would be like a skid, or like the whole thing would go like, so I don't know why. Okay, anyways, we get to Niseko, and Niseko, oh God, let me show you guys this. This is what this video is a little bit hard to watch because no, not this one. It's little the frames are kind of whack, but it gives you an idea. Okay, right when we land, this is the wrong video. This is definitely the wrong video. But where is the right video? Maybe I don't have it. Oh my God, look at this footage of Yoyogi Forest I got. Isn't that beautiful? I know it's kind of blurry, or it's kind of shaky. But I went to Yoyogi Forest, okay? This place is so stunning. And then like we sat on one of these benches inside of there, and there was people on a picnic or on a table jamming. Like there's like a group, like they were really good. There was just a group of people just jamming out. Yeah, it was like right at sunset. Oh my God, I don't know. This park was Yoyogi Park. Sorry, did I say forest? It's Yoyogi Park. It's so nice. Yeah, it was amazing. So then Niseko was a ski leg. It was a good time. I did injure my meniscus. Okay, I fell like probably 25 times if I had to guess. My meniscus, I had to get it looked at. I knew when it happened. Okay, there's multiple occasions that I knew, like I felt an active pull. Okay, like one of the times I got like skied into, and okay, another time basically I fell, and then my knee, like I felt my leg basically stop, right, like where it should, but my ski kept going, right, and that was that one. My leg, yeah, it was like my foot should have stopped, but my ski kept skiing. And then I was like, oh, that one's gonna hurt tomorrow. And then another one, I fell, boom, okay, and I felt this muscle pull, okay, and then I couldn't get my ski pole, so I threw my other pole to catch my other pole, okay, but I couldn't catch it. So then this little kid skied up to me and went, here you go. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then also outside of our hotel, there's like a patch of slippery AF ice. Okay. And Broden's such a sicko. Broden would just watch this patch. Okay. And he's like, oh, like waiting for people to fall. Okay. We watched like 6 or 7 people fall at this spot. It's like a hill. Okay. And it's a bait. It looks kind of shallow, but it's actually so steep. And it's just like a up and a down. Okay. And then there's a safe path to the right, but it's hella muddy. And so every time outside of our hotel, we walk out and you make a decision. It's like the risky but faster way, or the muddy and like safer way. Okay. And like multiple times, okay, like we were literally going down this thing, and someone slipped, or someone like Broden like almost slipped. And then there's an old guy behind him, and we're like, hey, it's really slippery. It's really slippery. He's like, what? We're like, it's really slippery. And he's like, I'll be boom, falls. And he's like, ah. So when I'm by myself, okay, I was on my way actually because I had just hurt my knee. Okay, I was on my way to my appointment, to the physio. Okay, it's called Niseko Physio. And I'm like, this is stupid. I shouldn't go to the left, but I need to get to my physio appointment. So I go up the hill, and as I'm walking up this slippery hill, I see a woman coming towards me, and I'm like, okay, whatever I do, I cannot slip, because that's doubly embarrassing to slip in front of a stranger. And so I kind of like, and I'm stepping up, and she's coming towards me, and she goes, oh, be careful. And I was like, oh, I got it. Don't worry. I lose my step, and she's like, hold on to me. She like jumps out, and I grab her arms, and she like pulls footing, and then she pulls me up. I was like, thank you. She's like, no problem. And then we just part ways. I go to my physio appointment, and there's a doctor. His name was Max. Everyone at this clinic was Australian, okay? Everyone in Niseko is Australian and British. I barely heard one word of Japanese, by the way. Niseko is, didn't realize this, it's a full-on, like everyone there, like, comes for the season, okay? You hear so much Australian everywhere, the Australian accent, okay? I get to the Niseko physio thing. It's literally advertising, like, the good points about it. It was like, quick service, blah, blah, Australian doctors, check mark. Anyway, so I have a very nice Australian doctor named Max. And I change into some basketball shorts. And he's like, lay down, please. I was like, ugh. And he's like, does this hurt? Does this hurt? Okay, get up, stand on one foot, squat. Does that hurt? Squat. Okay. And he's like, all right. So here's a diagram of your knee. And he pulls out like a full-on like replica of a knee. And he's like, you know, here's your patella, and here's this, and here's your meniscus. And based on what the things that you're telling me, you know, he's like, it just seems like you've injured it, but like not severely. We're going to get you into a knee brace. He tries to give me this knee brace that is so clunky. It's like 2 inches thick around. I was like, in no world am I wearing that for the rest of the trip. I can't put any of my pants around it. So I like pull it up. And I was like, no, that's not working. So he's like, okay, well, let's go for something more subtle. So I get like a much thinner one. It's so tight around my leg, but he's like, it's supposed to feel that way. Anyway, so I walk out with my little leg brace. My knee still hurts a bit, but everything's fine. But I quit skiing for that day and for the rest of the trip. And then, I don't know, Shoto is being sus. He's like tweeting the crazy thing is like, he's like a wall over from me and Myung. And like, we look at his tweets and I'm like, nah, boy is literally in our unit tweeting the craziest things. I forgot what he tweeted already. It was something crazy. It was something crazy. I was like, duh. Honestly, I want to be sandwiched in between 2 guys right now. And I'm like, bro, is he good? Should we talk about this? He is right there. Honestly, same. Okay. So then we go back to Tokyo. Another travel day. Surprise. Okay. Wake up, go to the airport, take a bus to another bus, a bus to Mushroom Kingdom, which is this nice little place that the bus drops you off up in the middle. They give you 15 minutes. You buy some stuff. It's nice. They have like strawberry, they have milk and peach juice and all kinds of little mushroom-based foods. Then you go from Mushroom Kingdom to the airport. Then you know, oh, it was nice. I got a coffee float. It was really good, actually. And some sushi that was like pressed down into little rectangles. Delicious. Then you get on that plane, and then the plane is flying, okay? And then it was cool, actually. On the screen in the plane, there's a television. Okay, I look up, I see Trump. And I'm like, oh, what's up? Jump scare. And then, can't escape him, even in Japan. Okay. Then after Trump disappears, then the screen goes blurry. And it's like, oh, we're in a horror movie. And then what happens is it goes into a camera of the front of the plane, and you can see the plane landing, and you're like, whoa. And you can tell, and it looks like it's basically like a camera of the floor of the sky in front of you. I was like, whoa, I've never seen this before. And it goes, and it goes, and then it goes, and then we're down. Okay, so we land back in Haneda Airport for a day and a half in Tokyo. Oh, I'm tired. Just think about this. Okay. We meet up with Ray finally. Okay. Ray was supposed to join us for a lot of it, but she was the press escape. She had to record. She had to do a lot of things. So she wasn't available. Okay. So then we finally meet up with her at this wonderful place. It has a pork cutlet thing. Okay. We eat there. Okay. And they had really good pork cutlet sandwiches, like really warm and stuff, delicious. Then we stand outside, meet up with Ray, and then we're like, what do we do? What's the plan? Okay. And well, I won't go into too much detail, but we went to a place called the Muscle Land. Well, some of us did. And boy, was it a place. I'll just show you one thing from it. Well, no. Let me see if I can show you guys this. I can show you like the first couple seconds of this video. Hold. One is always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. Okay, so I get to Muscle Land and I order a pineapple juice squeeze. Okay? And then the guy there goes, okay, you gotta pick 2 guys. And I was like, what? I just want a pineapple juice squeeze. And they're like, yeah, point at 2 of the guys that you like. And I was like, him and him. They come over, okay, with the pineapple, okay. And it was a pineapple squeeze, all right. I was like, oh, that's what you mean by squeeze. They play this music. They were wearing tank tops. They took off the tank tops and then they take the pineapples. And the song that they were playing, if you can imagine, it was Bon Jovi. It's my life. It's now or never. I don't know why they picked Bon Jovi, but like, if you can imagine the scene, okay? Dun, 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 dun. This ain't a song for the broken hearted. That one, okay? And they wait for the drop, by the way. Okay, they squeeze out that pineapple, okay? Pineapple, and then they split it. Yeah, so that was the pineapple, the pineapple squeeze. Woo! It was awesome. Okay, I also did get to get on this guy's back while he did push-ups, and it was an experience. So yeah, basically like he's like yeah, and then he goes like okay, like 20 of them, I don't know, 30, a lot of push-ups, okay? But then I noticed he was out of breath for like 10 minutes, so I was like, you guys noticed that? He's out of breath. It's me. He was grunting a little bit. Yes, there was grunting to be had. Yes. Oh, and then there was they give massages. Okay, so I got a massage from one of them who is like he was like a trained masseuse as well, so it was really cool. I was just like, yeah, my back's hurting. That's good. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll right here too. So it's kind of what I didn't like is when I would get the massage and then I'd look up and I'd see Myung like or Broden staring at me like and I was like, okay, I feel like the environment for getting a massage is not this one. Okay, I don't want to like be like, oh, that feels good, and then like look up and see my friends staring into my soul. Okay, and they're just like, I'm here for a massage, thank you. I can't stop making noise. Okay, it felt really good. Okay, some of the guys insisted on like they didn't like that. There's a menu and there's like a muscle menu, and a few of the guys were like. It wasn't an option on the menu, but they're like, can we do a push-up contest? Okay, so then they went in for a push-up contest and got absolutely smoked. It wasn't, they were just like, nah, right now, push-up contest, okay? Foolish is like actually Foolish was keeping up, okay? Everyone else slowing down. Okay, this guy he just cleared them. But then I was like, guys, don't feel bad. This guy literally does this for a living. Like, he is a muscle man, okay? Like, that guy is fit. Okay, that's like, but I feel really bad. They like like a lot of the stuff is like they come in, they get on the stage, and then they're like, pick your favorite, and I'm like, I can't pick my favorite. Oh my gosh, how do they like they're literally just like pick your favorite, and like your favorite one will like come pour you a drink or whatever. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Can't pick a favorite because that feels bad. What if there's one guy who never gets picked, or what if there's one guy who always gets picked and he's tired, he's sick of doing push-ups. Okay. So how am I supposed to do that? Why not all of them? Well, I did pick one. He stared deep into my soul, a little too deep. I was like, don't look at me like that. Really deep. Oh yeah, Blau definitely got a little freaky with them on the floor. They was like on the ground, and the guy was like on top of him. I was like, and then we saw a girl. Oh, I can't even talk about that one. It was like sandwiched between two guys, and then they're like, boop, 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 boop. Turn around. Boop, 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 boop. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's a lot of hip thrusting, and we're like, and when I asked for the push-ups, I was like, oh yeah, can I have you do push-ups? Can I be on your back? And he's like, oh, how about you on the floor and I'll do push-ups onto you? And he's like, much sexier. And I was like, nope, I don't want that. That is too much. That is way too much, especially in front of my friends. Please, no thank you. I will be getting on your back, sir. So then I got a photo with one of the guys. Yay! Yeah. Okay. I couldn't handle it. And I was handling it better than everyone else was handling it, okay? Tina and Myung were like, they were not handling it. They were like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't look. I can't watch. Oh no, they're jacked, okay? They are jacked, but they're also very polite. They're very polite, and they're it's surprisingly wholesome, actually. Yeah, Myung was scared, and then she left, and she's like, you know what? That was actually kind of wholesome. Like they would shake your hand before they would like do anything. They'd be like, and then they would blast the music, and then whoop, shorts come off, and then they're like, okay. Anyways, so that was Muscle Land. A good time, really a good time. Then, was this the next day? This couldn't have all been in one day. The next day, okay, we finally meet up with the other group, basically like Fiorand went. So we got dinner with them at this place, and it was like all you can eat. It was so good. It's called Nabezo. If any of you guys go there, oh my God, they have the best sukiyaki ever. Let me type up a recommendation because I know someone here is going to Japan at some point this year. Highly recommend Nabezo. Okay, I've glitched this bad. What does Lud say? You go to the red light district. First of all, not subscribe to me, which is crazy considering how much money you have, bro. Can't even spare a little bit for a sub for your friend once a month. Weird. 2, you go to the red light district. I was not in the red light district. I went to Muscle Land. It's different. Okay. Nabezo Ikebukuro. But also, they have a one in, they also, oh, he did lose millions. That's my bad. That is my bad. That's actually crazy. Okay. Nabezo Shibuya Koendori. Something like this. Okay. So highly recommend. They do oh my God, so good. They do sukiyaki, and then you dip this meat and you cook it, and then you put it in a sukiyaki egg. It's like a special egg, the way that it's like raw, and like dip it, and then oh God. Okay, it's so good. So highly recommended this. Okay, highly recommend. And it just fantastic. Then after that, Will Neff is like, yo, below. Oh, also just everyone and their mothers was in Japan. It was crazy. Like apparently Miz went to Japan. Like he was in my chat when I was streaming in Niseko saying like, oh, I'm coming to Japan. He actually came to Japan. I didn't see him. And then there's all the Apex people in Japan. Okay, Arthur was in Japan. Timmy was in Japan. Wig was in Japan. Just a lot of people. I can't even list how many people. Yeah, Ambush was in Japan. AC was in Japan. But like it wasn't like we were all together. Like a lot of groups just were there. Anyways, so we go to this arcade afterwards. Okay, we go to this class, right? What happened? No, we didn't go to a class. That was Miz who went to a class. Oh my God, it's in my brain. Oh, we go to an arcade, okay? We go to this arcade, and we get into this photo booth, guys, okay? It's like a beautifying photo booth, okay? Dear Lord, okay? Sorry, not to jump scare you guys, but like, this is what it did to us. Okay, that's Caroline. That's Ray, me, and Myung. Do you see this monstrosity of edit? Like, This is so, we were dying in between takes. Look at our eyes. Okay, I had to zoom in on Ray's because, like, what happened? What is going on? Nah, it ain't right. It's just not right. We look like budget anime characters. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of surfing, no? What a serve, what a slay. Oh my god, look at what it did to my cheek in this one. Like, what's happening? My cheek is not protruding like that. Okay, I don't know what it did, but it there's now a bone protruding out of my face. Increased eyes by 20%, more like 200%. It was insane. Okay, so we went to that. That was definitely something. Okay, and then we saw these guys. Okay, do you guys see these guys? They have special gloves for these. Okay, they have special gloves. This is insane. Okay, actual gamers, they were completely in sync. I mean, I just need you guys to like watch this again. Like, I was mesmerized, okay? Look at them. This was the coolest thing ever, okay? So we tried it afterwards, me and Myung, and it was so fun, and I actually like felt like I would have been pretty good at it, except then the machine shut down on us, okay? But it was really fun. And then we spent a bunch of time at the rhythm game behind it, and it was really fun. It was like a piano. I don't know how to describe it. It's a piano, and they come down. But then you have to, like, bring your hands up and, like, down. So there's, like, this side, and then there's, like, a 3D aspect. And it'll, like, lift your hands up, down. Boom, 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 boom. I was they do look like washing machines. I was popping off, okay? Myung said it was good. She's like, you found your calling. It's, like, this obscure, like random arcade machine that we're never going to find again. And I was like, no, please, this is my call. I got to get this machine. It was so fun. Okay, so then everyone starts going up. We start buying those plushies. And then we go to a club. Okay, this was the entrance to the club. March, he booked out like a little bar. This is all I got. Okay, but it was really cool. You go up a little elevator, and then this behind, you type out code into that door on the right, and then this door opens. Okay, and then I didn't take any pictures from there. So that was that. And then oh my God, sorry. I screenshotted a bunch of photos that made me cry. I'm not going to show you guys because then you guys are going to cry. Okay, but you know what? Look at this awesome photo. This is me and my cats when I got back. This is squad. That's actually them. Oh my God, Sock is there. Holy crap, I didn't expect him to be there. When did he get there? Has he been there this whole time? Chum scared me. Because I was like, it was right on that chair. They do love it. Oh, he's been there. Oh my God. He's such a baby.